We've got a large 400-barrel tank for heading off to kegging line. We've got our two-hearted production tanks in here, and then we've got 12 400-barrel fermenters that we put in. And also we're doing our 5-liter filling back here as well. We get into packaging over here. In the background you can see this is our new keg line that we're getting set up. We just started filling some kegs with it yesterday. We're going to fill some kegs this afternoon. When that fully gets going, we'll be able to fill 250 half barrels an hour with that. As opposed to the one that we're working on right now, we can get about 58 half barrels in an hour. That's a big project over there. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of lines going in and out of it. It's been quite a project to get it going. What's interesting is the tank that you see steaming there was a brew kettle at one point. That was our original 15-barrel brew kettle back in 1991. And this is where we go when the bomb falls, to the cooler. This is shipping department. So these are the shipping docks right next to the cooler. Distributors bring their trucks here, forklift it right onto their trucks, and off it goes. We've got an area where the truck drivers come in by the shipping office. They report in. We try and keep controls on the truck drivers so they're not wandering all over the plant. There's their own bathroom back here, and they can check in with their dispatch. And so, again, it's organized and it runs tight back here. This is a new warehouse that we just built. It's 10,000 square feet. In the back corner are the receiving docks for bringing in bottles and packaging materials. And this building is built with the solar light tubes. So during the daytime, provides a lot of natural light. The fluorescent bulbs are all motion sensitive. So if nobody's back here, they'll turn off. If somebody comes through here, then they will determine how much light is in the room, and either 2, 4, or 6 bulbs will come on. So it's very energy efficient. And then we're putting a green roof on here with plants that will provide a lot of insulation, especially in the summertime. And those plants should be showing up real soon here. And that'll complete this building. Bottling hall here. Bottles come in, they come on a depalletizer to go onto the line. They get rinsed, even though it's new glass, in case there's a little dust in there or something. They get a sterile water rinse. They get filled and crowned. They go through a bottle, sorry about that, they go through a bottle warmer. And then they go through the bottle warmer because we're doing bottle conditioning. And so that heats it up, and we can get the bottle conditioning done a lot faster than if it was cold. If it was 40 degrees in a big block of pallets, it takes a long time for that to warm up. So if we warm the bottle up, the conditioning can happen much faster. They then go and get labeled with 3 labels, and then they come around here to the case packer. Over on the other side here, we're popping 6-packs and erecting cases. The 6-packs are being dropped into the cases, and then they come around to meet the bottles at the drop packer. They then go through a gluing machine to glue the flaps down. The case gets dated and coded, and then it goes off to the palletizer, and then comes off the palletizer and gets wrapped and goes either to the cooler or, well, goes, depending upon the brand, goes for conditioning or to the cooler. We have here employee break room, employee entrance, their locker rooms. I'm not going to show you the locker rooms. I don't think you need to see that. And then we have some offices for supervisors here. And then we have the laboratory. So this is the laboratory. Obviously, quality is very important. So you can see in the bag, Jeff lives back there doing a lot of plating. Each batch is being plated multiple times to check for any microbiological contamination, make sure that our yeast is healthy, make sure nothing else is going on in there. We've got some various equipment in here. We've got a gas chromatograph. We can make sure that fermentation is done. There's no diacetyl in the beer. We've got this beer analyzer here that we plug a sample in, and it tells us real extract, apparent extract, original gravity, final gravity, alcohol by volume, and calories per 12-ounce serving, which we don't always want to know. We got a spectrophotometer that we can do color and bittering units on. Microscope over here. We use hemocytometer so that we can count yeast cells and get the proper amount of yeast for pitching each batch. We check carbonation levels in here. We keep data on each batch. The lab keeps a library upstairs for 6 months of each bottled batch, so that if there was a complaint, we can go back, run it through taste panel, do analysis here in the lab. Lab's also in charge of doing taste panel. I had taste panel this morning, tasting our beers. We'll taste other people's beers. We'll run other people's beers occasionally. Everybody does that. Just see what's going on in the industry. And there you have it. And finally, we have what we call the education room, which we're out of office space. So we've got employees with workstations in here now, kind of getting by as we can until we build new offices. And we're going to start building new offices this fall.